Okay, go.
How does screen time affect you? It hurts your eyes and makes your posture bad. If you spend too much time at a screen, your eyes will get dry and you'll get blurry vision in the long run. If you use a mobile electronic device, your back will become crooked. Having your computer set up a certain way helps prevent eye problems. Follow the 20-20-20 rule. Have your device at least 20 inches away from you. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break and stare at something 20 feet away. Keep blinking to keep your eyes from getting too dry. Too much screen time affects mood and emotions. It's harder to interact with others face-to-face after long periods of screen time. Ages 9 to 18 spend about 4 hours of screen time a day. 8 and under spend about 2 hours, and adults spend about 9 hours.
So how much time do you recommend on the screen time for?
I don't know if there's any real recommendations out there that are research-based. I know that people complain all the time about, oh, my kid's on the screen too much. They're either on their iPad or they're on their phone or on their gaming station or watching TV. So I don't know if there's any research that says you should not do more than 2 hours a day. I think sometimes those recommendations are made by parents who don't want you doing too much, so they say, 2 hours a day, no more. I don't think clearly if you are on it constantly, you're going to have some problems, and they're not all going to be related to looking at the screen. They're going to be related to inactivity, to bad nutrition, because it's not like you're going to go out there and eat, you're not going to eat healthy food when you're staring in front of the screen too much. You're not going to be healthy because of lack of exercise. You're probably not going to be getting as much sleep as you should be getting. So, with anything, it's just moderation. I don't recommend you get on the screen and play for 3-4 hours at a time. That's just not really a great idea to be sitting in one place for 3 or 4 hours. But if it's work related, I recommend doing maybe half hour, an hour at a time, get away, do something else, maybe do another homework assignment that doesn't entail screen time. If you're hanging out with your friends, play your games, maybe trade off and have someone else play for a while. But I don't think there's anything that really says you will develop really severe problems if you are on the screen all the time. It's just that you just need to do it in moderation. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Have you had any side effects of too much screen time?
If I am looking at my iPad and I'm reading a book, an iPad book, I get blurry eyes after like about half hour or so of reading the book. So I have to go back to regular books. So I've quit getting my books on iPad because it's too hard. The bright light is too hard on the eyes. But that's just me personally. I think you guys have those nice young elastic eyes that can go back and forth and change shapes a lot better. So you're not probably experiencing that much problems. But you can have eye strain. You can have eye strain from looking at the computer. The muscles of your eyes, the screen moves. It moves a little bit, and your eyes are moving little tiny movements all the time, and that's very tiring on your eyes. So if you have a history of concussions or you've had a recent concussion, they really don't recommend you doing any time on the iPad until you feel back to normal, because that can be very draining on the muscles in your eyes.
Okay, just stop for now.
Yeah. Can we get it?
Have you know anybody who got critically injured from it, or like?
I don't know anyone who's been critically injured from playing too many video games or watching too much, spending too much time on the screen. You always hear the urban legend. I don't know if they're urban legends, but the stories of people who, went into renal failure because they were playing their computer games for such a long length of time. I don't know if that ever really happened, or if it's just something that parents want to tell you guys so you get off the computer. But no, I don't know anyone who's been damaged yet. You do hear sometimes people developing wrist problems from the iPads and from the phones, and it's more of an overuse, like a carpal tunnel kind of thing, but not so much related to your eyes. And neck problems actually too. People from looking down all the time, developing stiff necks and problems with that.
How long do you look at a computer screen daily?
Well, unfortunately, our documentation system and all your guys' records, your allergies, the meds I can give you, the history of times you've come in the past, that's all on my computer. And so I spend a lot of time looking on the computer, looking when you come in, what I can do for you, what I've done for you in the past, and then typing in what I did for you this visit. I spend a lot of time answering emails. So probably, I try to stay away from surfing the net when I'm at work because I'm on the computer all the time anyway, and it's just not something I don't want to be staring at it the whole time. So I probably like 4 hours a day, which is kind of more than I want to be spending staring at a screen.
Yeah, but most people spend more than 4
A lot more. Some people who, their jobs are, if they're journalists, they're writing a lot. If they're teachers, if they're researchers, there's a lot of screen time built into today's jobs. So it is maybe now, now that we're seeing more people's jobs being so much more technical and so much more screen time related, we may start to see some major problems that we can attribute to too much computer time. But at this point, it's more of a straining issue, overuse issue, but nothing, no one's gone blind, no one's, developed a hunchback or, any strange problems from computers yet.
Okay.
Okay? You're welcome. I don't know.